for the Green Bay Packers, down by 3 here at home. 4-man rush. Pass is caught. That is Wicks, and they are going to give him 4.
And you know, he's challenged at the top of the route. He's got to lay out as soon as he comes out of his break. I thought it was a pretty short.
Yeah, Troy, what they're going to look at there is the moment he has control and he's contacted by a defender, it looks right at the line.
For Green Bay, here's another look. And he's right there on it, and then ends up behind it. And we saw Jacobs, Laura, walking off at the end of the third quarter, holding the towel.
Arm. They were able to get some of that bleeding stopped. He also had a cut on his head. They just put a Band-Aid on his head, and he stuffed his...
Jacobs has dominated the Packers offense here tonight.
Packers go with 6 offensive.
Flag on the play. Wide open. Watson makes the catch inside the 15. It looked like Philadelphia came across early. Was there movement by Green Bay?
On the offense, number 70 had reported as an eligible receiver and was covered up by a wide receiver.
And then was covered up, and so that eliminates a 22-yard completion to Watson, and is going to...
I mean, they have the right personnel in there. They're showing run at 2nd and medium, and they go play action, and they couldn't get a line properly.
Would have been their formation call. Love.
They're wanting a flag, but, I mean, Quinyon Mitchell, talked about him a little bit earlier. This is I mean, he's just stuck right on him. Definitely contact, but I don't know that there was enough there.
Hindrance, I think that's a good job.
So now 3rd down and 11 as a result. Zeros. I don't see a flag. And Love just has to throw. Now it's 4th down, and we'll see what Matt LaFleur wants to do. He's going to bring his punter back on. And this crowd.
For Dobbs here again on the dig route, but what happened is he was working underneath, and Malik Heath and Josh Jay run into each other, and that's where Jordan Love was hoping to go with the football versus that man coverage. A good look and not...
It's it. And this will remain in play. Tack together and make sure Green Bay kept that ball out of the end zone. Evan Williams made the tackle. They put the ball down outside.
We'll take a look at it. Right now the officials trying to get together and make a decision. It was tight.
Foot was on the line. The right foot was on the line. He touches the ball while still in the end zone. This is a touchback.
On the field is the ball. It'll be a touchback at the 20. Timeout on the field.
It's a good call. You can see the right foot of Bo Melton inside the 1. Instead, Melton touches it. Never reestablished back in the field of play. Eagles
tough sledding for all these receivers. Neither quarterback has yet to throw for 100 yards.
There you go. 5 yards. There you go.
And a nice gain on 1st down.
Worrying about trade rumors. He said he knew it was a possibility, but just wanted to focus on being present and working on rehab. But he maintained when asked again this week that he's happy in Philadelphia. He said that he's happy in Philly. He's been saying it.
Adrian Cooper, when we talked to Jalen Hurts about A.J. Brown, he said he's going into the conversation the two of you had, talking about quarterbacks, stats, and this whole... They just want W's. And they lead by 3 here tonight.
Yeah, I do too, Joe. I'm a big fan. I admire the way he plays. Happiest guy in that locker room.
3rd down and 7. Has to come out to his left. He finds Barkley. 136. Carrington Valentine had a shot at him, but
nobody's out there, and he's got some space, and see if he can make something happen. And there he goes. He makes Valentine miss, and he's off and running. Something is going to break. And when Saquon Barkley has the ball in his hands, it's a good chance it's going to happen with him.
He had Fulder pump fake. End zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Devontae Smith.
Really Really nice route here by as much as he would like, but he had one-on-one on the safety, Evan Williams, and Devontae Smith has to go up and make a play.
Quan Barkley on the catch and run, and 36 yards on the touchdown catch for Devontae Smith. Downfield it went. Number 6 up to get it. Eagles by 10.
He gets up the field. Now this is a little bit unfair. He's one-on-one on the safety, Evan Williams, and it's a ball that's just a slightly underthrown. And it's the first real shot that Jalen Hurts has been able to take down the field.
Here's Savion Williams at their 25. They start with a gain of 3. Let's go to Laura.
Well, Joe, Romeo Doubs is questionable to return with a chest injury. Remember.
So the ranks are getting thin on the outside. They do have Watson. Here down, but makes this grab for 11 and a first down.
Well, you look at it as they hurry up, and you would expect that. A little under. They got to get rolling.
Here's Jacobs. Nice for gain of 6.
The receiving core, as we know, coming in. You mentioned Joe Matthew Golden. He's not playing now. No Romeo. It allows Vic Fangio to add a little extra help over to Christian Watson.
Here's a catch. Gain of just 2.
Boy, Dory Jackson, he comes up and he makes a nice play. And if he doesn't, there was.
First down. Their 2-time Pro Bowl center as Sean Ryan has taken over, a gain of 8.
And the Eagles, as you would expect, with the ball, and there's going to be opportunity to run it, but Vic Fangio's fine with them running the football as long as they don't give.
Love. Catch is made.
Or you really miss a guy like Tucker Kraft, Joe, because when you get coverage like that on your outside receivers.
2nd and 8. Love out of the reach of Melton. And yet they're still shut out.
Well, it's pretty remarkable when you look at the 2 losses that they had to Cleveland. Lose those games, that's not supposed to happen. And now, you hold the Eagles to 10 points, and it's a 2-possession game.
He's played 6 snaps tonight. 3rd down and 8. Sideline. Attraction for this Packer offense. Gain of 10.
Look that gives Wicks an easy completion, and these safeties are deep, and there is opportunity in the middle of.
Little pop pass defense, and Brandon Graham was the guy who got through.
Yes, he was. He's seen a little foot dash and come down. Instead, he comes up the field, and he's right there to disrupt the play. That's a great
207th game, most for an Eagle. Retired after the Super Bowl win. This is out of the reach, but a flag. Musgrave with Campbell.
Defense number 30. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
Jihad Campbell with Pat call.
They got the look to give him a shot to Musgrave. Campbell, who's really played well as a rookie, they've had to roll that, but had to try to keep him from making a big play on the football, but they got the penalty.
Green Bay's been inside the red zone. Here's Jacobs. He broke a couple of tackles. Jihad Campbell, who was guilty to Carolina, they were 1 for 5 scoring touchdowns inside the red zone. Here they are.
Well, this impacts a lot, whether or not they're able to get a touchdown or if they have to try to settle for 3.
Jacobs.
Jacobs.
And he's in.
He is in. I mean, he earned every yard he got on that drive.
What an answer by Green Bay after that Philadelphia touchdown. And the extra point by McManus back has been bothered by a strained quad on his kicking leg. Good snap, good with 5:49 to go. Jacobs, a Pro Bowler, looking up at Seattle. We could talk about what's going on in Seattle for quite a bit with Sam Darnold, the way he's slinging it around. Cannot get to the 30. Time now for our game recap. It's brought to you by Voya. Yarder to Devontae Smith. First touchdown of the game. The pass interference call against Jihad canceled by the Packers, and it's a 3-point game. Lane Johnson is back. And Fred Johnson, their jumbo package is out there. An extra offensive lineman. Loss of 2 on the handoff to Barkley.
Didn't fool Evan Williams. I mean, he's anticipating run, makes a good tackle. You don't see that a lot on Saquon Barkley. A lot of times he'll make that first guy miss. The great ones usually.
And Evan Williams, 4th-round pick from Oregon last year. That's his 2nd tackle for a loss in the game. Have his head around, and Keyshawn Nixon was there for good measure. 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, I couldn't. Hey, just another look at it here. Yeah, just got out a little bit. Him right now. Crowd back into this ball game. What's Kevin Patullo going to dial up to give him a chance?
Parsons rushing up the middle. He's picked up. Sidelines Keyshawn Nixon, 16 yards on 3rd and 12.
But you see Devontae Smith, he needed the separation. Nixon was anticipating that Smith was going to come out of the route, but it's a big-time throw and a big-time catch.
16 yards. And Williams in to make the tackle, a gain of 3. With under
down and none bigger than that last one. Able to take more time off this clock. Opportunity with a chance.
Barkley cuts back, tripped up, short of 1st down yardage. He got 5.
Couldn't tell if there was a trip. Yeah, there sure was. Great vision by Barkley getting in the hole.
Yeah, I agree, guys. He intentionally
with the play clock down at 5. The Eagles.
Looking over the sideline, he wants them back on the field. He didn't even want to talk to any of them.
Well, it's 3rd down and 2. And we will see if the tush push is called. The success rate they've had over the last 4 years, they've gotten 1 tonight, and we saw when it happened they won.
What does Nick Sirianni do on 4th down?
2 backs in there, and a gain of 5, and the clock continues to run.
So you're pretty remarkable. Lane Johnson coming back into this lineup, and you can only imagine the pain that he's in.
Ankle rolled up on in the first half, had to go in, and back out he comes, and he's joined for Philly. Here's Barkley diving. Green Bay. They've got 2 remaining. 2:33 left to learn more. And a nice moment at the end of the first half. Micah Parsons thanking military members on his way by Parsons, and Hurts has to throw it away.
That's a good play by Micah Parsons. If he's not able to keep, not many people on this field that can outrun Micah Parsons. The speed that he has, Hurts has to try to pick something up, high percentage pass, keep the clock running, but Hurts wasn't able to because of matter. This is the only thing that matters now, is them giving their offense an opportunity.
Play clock in. Smith the target, Valentine in coverage, and it's 4th and 8. The incomplete passes as this ball just came out funny, kind of wobbling out to the sideline.
I think any chances with it.
4th and 8. They leave their offense out there, maybe to draw Green. Says this is a clear punt situation. And now timeout Green Bay, or try to draw Green Bay off sides, as they will take the delay of game penalty. And the punt team
up with a stop. They did it, and they're going to give the ball back now to this offense with plenty of time for.
With his Packers down by 3, Keyshawn Nixon had ones tonight. End over end, and a fair catch by Nixon at the 10.
The defense, it doesn't matter how good you've been when the game's on the line. If you're going to be a great defense, you got to make the play. And now it doesn't matter how it matters. I mean, Jordan Love has a chance to erase all of that by putting together a drive. You know, the first thing he's got more than that.
Man rush incomplete to start this drive with Wicks the target. Packers don't lose many back-to-back home games, just twice since 20.
It just gets something going. They've still got the 2-minute warning, but get something first down.
Here's a pass incomplete for Melton. And that brings up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, because they had a chance. And Nolan Smith, he's going to come underneath. They run a stunt, and he double clutches it, but not able to make a good throw because there was nobody there on Melton.
Turn to cornerback, now back to receiver because of injuries. 3rd down and 10. They fake the handoff. 1st down, and there is the 2-minute warning.
Interesting play action.
Remain. And 2 timeouts for Green Bay. Extra man on the buddy coming after Love, and they couldn't complete it.
Well, I'm not sure what Josh Jacobs was doing. He didn't leak to the left as he starts to move. You would just go to the flat. I'm not sure exactly. I mean, that was a chance for a huge play.
I mean, there was nobody out in front of him, and Zach Bond right behind him. This is through the hands of Wicks. Remember this, who was questionable to return with a chest injury, so they are thin on the outside trying to get it downfield.
Just coming underneath that, got a chance really for both those guys. You know, could have been a little bit of an easier.
3rd down and 10. Underneath. Musk makes the tackle, and the game right now comes down to a 4th down and 1. Flag flies. Jacobs is brought down, and the ball was out. The tackle, and we'll see who the flag is against. If it's against Green Bay, it's Philly.
As number 13 covered up number 88. The ruling on the field was a fumble recovered by Philly.
Jalen Phillips, the addition from Miami, has been in the middle of it all night for Philadelphia.
Come off the line of scrimmage, they had no chance.
Phillips made the tackle. Blankenship may have knocked it out. Eagles.
So if they make the stop, the Packers could get the ball back. I mean, it would force Sirianni to make it.
A good start. Timeout Green Bay as Barkley is tackled by Colby. As we look at the night for Jalen Hurts. This is his legs and finds Shipley. This was early. The positive play. And their stars showed up for back-to-back big plays. The catch in
this game and just a couple of plays that separated. I go back to that 4th down. Have no issue with Josh Jacobs getting the foot.
As Barkley cuts upfield, he got a yard. That's it. Timeout Green Bay. They're out of timeouts.
Not to mention it didn't matter because make one more stop here on 3rd down. See what Sirianni then he likes to do. But there is still hope for the Green.
Right in there for the Eagles' new team, and Brandon Graham. BG or the OG, and he was out on the field trying to get back into game shape.
He was. I thought he was pretty good on time. Obviously has been with the organization so long, has done so much. He's had such a decorated career. Back and make a few plays.
3rd down and 7. No timeouts left for the Packers. About a yard, that's it. And now the clock will wind, and we're now into 4th down and long. 4th and
first. And then we'll find out.
They have their offense out. They've got plenty of time to make that decision. They've got 2 timeouts if they want to use one. And the timeout. Against the Lions coming up. Then they're at the Cowboys, at home against Chicago, at the Chargers on Monday Night Football last week, and they had a good rest, and they watched Dallas lose, the Giants lose, the Commanders, the injuries that have hit Washington, what's going on in Dallas. The Giants fired their head coach Brian Daboll today.
I don't know what he's going to do. This is surprising to me, but
Airs it out. A.J. Brown. It is broken up. And the play made by Valentine. Life for Green Bay. They've got good field position. And they don't need much to get McManus into field.
Could have ran it down. And wow.
History, he hit from 56 last September. That means getting the ball to the Denver Bronco.
Well, 25 yards, they've got a chance.
No timeouts. Incomplete, broken up, and well covered. It's the rookie safety, Makuba.
Back, and he's just got to throw it all the way to the other side of the field. Instead, he leaks him up the field. But if he throws it more towards, but let him up the field. I mean, that was a golden opportunity that puts him right there.
Love fires. He's got his... And the clock,
what is it, 65, 64 yards?
Well, you can hear the by Melton at the 46. So this is 64 yards. A cold, windy night. And it's McManus who has been dealing with a strain.
Amazing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what was going through Nick Sirianni's mind.
Well, they
Philadelphia, 30 seconds.
So McManus gets a chance just to air it, to snap it.
Yeah, and Joe, to your point, but he took advantage of the opportunity. It's legal.
And it was just short. It's a 64-yard try.
Field.
Well, they know now that,
yeah,
that's too long.
Yeah, what?
Or are we just in Hail Mary time?
Well, they're soft on the outside. I mean, you can, right here, that's the short side of the field. You can take.
And what does Matt LaFleur want to do? He brings Love back to this. We talked to him. He said that this is the first week the quad has felt semi-healthy. Three misses over the... No chance. And this game belongs to Philadelphia as they win at 10-7. Relief as the two head coaches come together at midfield. They went for it on fourth down.
Sirianni will be answering a lot of questions about that decision on fourth down, but he escapes land.